Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga etc. and I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece Manga chapter 808. We start things off calmly with Sanji, Puddin, and Chiffon, and their scene is just basically about them getting to the kitchen area where they're preparing the cake and figuring out what they're gonna do, what everyone's gonna do. You know, Chiffon's role with this, with Puddin's role with this, and now Sanji's role is still secret, but they all know their roles. They got their time. Restraints, you know, how long they got to do it. And they say that they're going to decorate the cake while on the way back to Big Mom. And alongside these three, you know, these guys are the three main chefs helping to prepare the cake. We've got the 31 other chefs that help prepare the first cake. And now everything that's gone on so far involving the Straw Hats and Capone's pirates ambushing the wedding. That's all public knowledge. So what Puddin had to do using her devil fruit, she altered. So she didn't remove it completely. She altered the memories of the 31 chefs, so they won't, you know, grass Sanji up. And now, so what the 31 chefs think is that they're actually Puddin and Sanji are happily married. And now that's everything that happened within that scene. But there's some really impressive. Well, you probably won't see it as really impressive, but when I read it, I was like, wow, that's impressive. An impressive feat by Sanji. Now, by looking at the cake and smelling it, so sight and smell, he was able to replicate the recipe of the cake perfectly. It was said in the chapter, absolutely perfect. He even got the secret ingredients in there as well. And like I said, some of you might not see that as impressive, but for me personally, I see that as impressive. And just to make it that even more impressive, to make it seem that even more impressive, you got to realize the situation that he did this in. It's not like to say he was judging a baking competition, so he was there to observe the cake and smell the cake to try and figure out these things. He was doing this in the midst of another plan, in the midst to disrupt a wedding. So his mind was not solely on looking at the cake and smelling the cake. His mind was on other things as well. But despite all of that, he got enough of a look and a smell of the cake to absolutely perfectly replicate the recipe. Well done, Sanji. Best chef on road. I don't care. So there's another little thing about Sanji within this little scene that I want to mention as well. He says two things. One I'm not gonna say one I'm not gonna say accurately, but he says something about showing Big Mom the true level of sweetness, something along them lines. The other thing he said was attack cooking. Now, I said this previously, and I thought it might be kind of funny. Actually, I don't even remember what I thought what I thought of it, but I thought something along the lines of, would Sanji, you know, tamper with the cake in order to kill Big Mom? And I don't think he'll do that because we know how he feels about wasting food. Like, he has a high respect for food, so I don't think he'll do that. So I think we're going to get possibly a combination of both all the things he said, showing Big Mom the sweetness and attack cooking. I think we are really going in the direction of where the cake is going to be so good that Big Mom says, all right, cool. And I'm pretty sure I said that's a cop out, but it does also show that Luffy and Straw Hats are not ready for Yonko level threats. And I will be disappointed if this is how we go, but they got to escape some shape or form. So that was all of that. After that, we hop over to Luffy and Dogtooth, and now Luffy panting, he is bleeding, he looks bust up, he looks terrible. He looks terrible. He's having a hard time dealing with Dogtooth, rightly so. Man can see into the future, say no more. But during this time, Dogtooth says, "Yeah, Luffy, you broke one mirror, but we got more mirrors. We're going for your boys. We're gonna burn down your ship." Obviously, Luffy doesn't like these kind of talks. He's trying to get a message out to Nami, to Jinbe, to anybody who will listen, and say, "Yo, you need to break all the mirrors on the ship. They're coming for you. I don't need that right now. I need to focus on Dogtooth." If I don't really see what you can do against Dogtooth, but if you need to focus, you need to focus. I will respect that. But that happens now, and so I think some attacks got through, and then we go to the last page of the chapter, which really, or not really interests me, but I think it was a good cliffhanger, definitely for sure. Where we have Nami say, "Sorry, Leafy Dog. I think we actually think we're dead this time." And I automatically thought, "Wait, what do you mean?" And because the last panel was black, I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're dead. Oh my gosh, they're dead." And then I just had to realize, this is One Piece. Leafy has to become Pirate King. All these things have to happen. But like I said, I do think it was a good cliffhanger. And when looking at the tsunami again, I've got some ideas of where things could possibly go from here. So the first thing I said to myself is, okay, this is a tsunami. Who can deal with those kind of things? The first thing that came to mind is Jim B, Warrior of the Sea. If he can't do something to a society, you know what I'm talking about, then nobody, then nobody can. But at the second look of it, I realized it had a face. So this is a homie. This is essentially a homie that Big Mom has now created. For some weird reason, I think that it's going to be like a high level homie, the same level as the sun, the cloud, and the pirate hat. And yeah, that's just something that I thought of. And now I also thought to myself, is this really the sea? Is this really the sea water? Or did she make a homie out of the Candyman's candy? Either way, I think it will be Jimby to deal with this situation at hand. He's the only one there possibly capable of doing it. Definitely the strongest one there. Yeah, definitely the strongest one there. So yeah, he has to be the one to deal with it. Otherwise, like the last panel, things will be black. That's everything I want to say about the chapter. I'm gonna give it a 3-star rating, call it a review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.